Well, good morning guys, and what a fantastic morning it really is, and it is wonderful to see you today! My name's Phil, F-I-L, and today we're going to be going on an adventure. But before we do that, we need to make some money to fund the adventure. So I'm currently on my way to the boot sale. I've loaded the van up with absolute shite, and I'm gonna go and get rid of it all, and then use the money to go on an adventure today! Well, I certainly had a fantastic sleep last night. I heavily baked myself before I went to bed, and I woke up this morning feeling nicely refreshed, and then I've celebrated with a couple of hot caffeinated beverages. Ah! Well, I'm just queuing up to go in now. I've got a bit of a tactical approach to this boot sale. I'm gonna go in there, park the van up, lock the doors, and then go and do a lap round myself, see if there's anything I want to buy to sell on the internet. But probably just do a lap or two, and then I'm gonna set up. The main reason I'm here is to shift some of this absolute crap, things that I've bought that probably weren't worth as much as I thought they were, that have just kind of lingered around. So I'll flog all that cheap just to get some cash back. There's not a lot of stuff, and it's a Wednesday as well. It's a boot sale on a Wednesday at this place, so I'm not expecting it to be amazing, but I've definitely got like, I need to make like 50-60 quid or something to fund this adventure, so as long as I make like 50 quid, I'll be kind of happy. Once I'd finished setting up my stall, it was time for my morning sausage roll. And once I'd finished the sausage roll, I could still smell sausage rolls and realised that I hadn't actually put deodorant on today, but luckily I was selling a partially used Sanex roll-on for 6 quid. Well, what a truly fantastic start to the day that really was. I absolutely love a car boot, so it makes me want to cry. It sums up England so well. You've got all the types of people we've got in this country, all just wedged into a field for the morning. You've got the tweed shirt wearing bush dodger walking around asking whether you've got any broken clocks, and then you've got the little old lady walking along chuffing on a Benson, spilling fag ash all over some baby's clothes that some 14-year-old pregnant girl's trying to sell so she can use the money to probably go and do the big shop at Iceland. I've done quite well. I've done really well, actually. Just looking at this pile of cash here, I've definitely made over 100 quid. I was aiming for like 60 odd, but I managed to get rid of a lot of stuff. There's one little lad who come up to me, and I had a set of elbow pads, knee pads, all in a helmet, and he came over and he was like, how much are these? You could tell he was like a little scooter kid or something. I was like, 2 quid, mate. And I was thinking he'd kind of bite at that, and then he was like, oh, okay, I'll go and speak to my mum, and then he just walked off. And I really wish I'd have just given them to him, because it was about mainly getting rid of a load of crap. And now he's probably going to go down the skate park without any of that stuff on, try and do a backflip and land on his head and die. And now, you know what I mean, I could have prevented that. So today we're going on an adventure, and I'm umming and erring whether to take the van or whether to just go on foot, which could be more adventurous, but I do kind of want a bit of luxury, and I can't make my mind up, so we're going to put it down to the coin. So let's go heads, taking luxury beds, tails, sleeping in the tent with the snails. There we go. Right, tails. I can't reflip. I want to reflip because I want to take the van, but I can't overrule the coin. We're going on foot. Let's go. I cycled my skateboard down to the bus stop for boats, and I just missed the boat that I needed to get, so I had an hour to kill. So I popped to this pub called the Alsatian's Dick and ordered myself a nice hot pint of witch's piss and sat in the shade and cooled off. Today was the hottest day of the year, apparently, and for some reason I've decided to dress in all black, and I was absolutely boiling, especially my feet. My feet had literally turned into a couple of fucking hot chicken paninis, and I took this opportunity to take my feet off for a bit and just put them on the cold concrete and cool myself down a bit. England.
The time had come for me to spray approximately 16 litres of hot ginger shit out of my chocolate starfish. No, I just had a quick hot urine, and then it was time to get the pier, get on the boat. But I had some time to spare, so I read up on the history of here. This here was built back in 1650 Octopus by Drew Peacock and his brother Chris. The Peacock brothers were also gay lovers and used to take it in turns, battering, ramming each other up the sausage factory. So they had this water fountain installed. This is obviously a modern version, and it would have originally been a fisherman delivering a hot golden shower straight to your tonsils. As I walked down the boat to the ramp, I tried to stay as close to the man in front of me to see whether his testicles stank of fish, but he seemed to be wearing some quite high quality jeans with a tightly woven fabric that would have, contained that stench.
Hello mate. Are you alright? How you doing?
Once I'd boarded this fine vessel, it was time to take my shoes off and bring my body temperature down. Today was hot, like a curry, with a pilau rice and a Peshwari naan. This cost me £6, not for the curry, I didn't have a curry. The boat cost me £6 to go on to take me to where I wanted to go, and honestly £6 to feel like a millionaire for 15 minutes is certainly worth it in my book. I was going on the whitey a little bit. I had a really bad dry mouth, but luckily I had some Lidl's Robinson's fruit creations and 2 poppadoms with mango chutney.
Well, look at that. The sea. Just look at that. It just goes on forever, doesn't it? Like I don't know, I feel like I'm going to start crying or something.
Yeah, then we go down there 200 meters.
Just same thing but further along. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Right.
Nice.
Today I'm going to be visiting the town of Felixstowe.
Thank you, mate. Cheers.
As I stormed the beaches of Suffolk, my first impressions of this place were absolutely brilliant. It was full of beautiful old people just sat around looking at the boats and waiting to die. I had a quick look at the map and worked out what direction I'd need to travel on my skateboard to reach the heart of Felixstowe.
Well, I've had to put myself on a bit of a parsnip ban. I waited a while for the ferry and ended up having a couple throughout that period, and obviously a few pints as well, and I can feel myself like want to set the tent up now and go to bed, but we're not going to do that. Literally I've got off the ferry about 7 minutes ago and instantly just walked into a perfect camping location. This is like somewhere tucked in around here, and the tent is absolutely perfect, and obviously I'm close to the ferry, but I think the town is quite a walk. So what I'm going to do is this is perfect, but I'll carry on, and if I find somewhere that's kind of just as good along the way, and then I think this could work out to be the perfect day. Literally I'm going to head into the town and then work my way back tonight, and I know there's 100% a fantastic camping space here, but if I could find one along the way that's just as good, then that's okay with me.
I treated myself to a mini hill sprint to get the heart and lungs going and try and perk myself up a bit. It would have been too easy to just go and lie on the beach and enjoy the sun, even that's all I really wanted to do, but I think to get the full Felixstowe experience, I need to take a different approach to this adventure. This is the nicest skate I've had for quite a bit, and the road was as flat as a coin, and I must have travelled about 50 miles, I reckon, in just under 25 minutes. All of a sudden I had a tremendous thirst, so I popped into this pub called The Wanker
Well, I'll be honest with you, I've spent a bit too long in the cooker, so I've put myself on a parsnip ban until later, and I'm just going to have a few alcoholic beverages, get some food and try and perk myself up a little bit. Let's have a pint now. Oh my fucking God.
It was Phil's day afternoon, which meant I could order myself a burger and a pint for a tenner. So I ordered myself a nice pint of testicle juice and some absolute fucking pub slop. I wasn't really that hungry, so it was time for a bit of slop bagging. This is where you just pour your food in a bag, put the sauce on it, and then you can wrap it up and have it later. After a fat gulp of horse piss, it was time for a bit of sightseeing.
Well, this is where Richard the bastard used to come and have a couple of cats for lunch. Brilliant.
Do you know, one of the things that I've noticed about this town is that there's not a lot of pubs and they're really far apart, said Mr. Cockface. But it's okay if you've got a skateboard, replied Mrs. Garlic Tits. My mouth had become the opposite of wet, so I took refuge in a nearby pub called the Milkman's Cock and ordered myself a nice pint of David's bathwater. Whilst drinking probably the best pint of the day, I thought it was a good time to phone up Beezus for some friendly advice.
So, what do you reckon? For me to perk myself up now, what do you reckon?
Because you've been on the pints and you've been out in the sun, you need like something with a bit of caffeine in it.
Caffeine? What, like
crack pipe or something like that.
what drinks wise? What do you reckon?
Double vodka Red Bull easily for energy.
Double vodka Red Bull's gonna fucking sort me out.
You okay?
Yeah, we're good.
It's nothing, you don't fall over all the time, is it? It's normal.
Okay, it's okay. We got it.
Was you recording as well?
I was trying to do like a cool video where I skate along the seafront.
Yeah. But that's gonna look cool.
Died.
That's
Oh,
gonna look
yeah,
cool.
man, it's better, it's better.
Be careful next time.
Okay, I'm gonna take it slow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No worries.
Have a good day.
I decided to have a little sports stick after that double vodka Red Bull, and it kind of threw my balance off a bit. I mean, it's hard enough skating with weight in your rucksack, but after a few beers as well, it turns into a lot of fun. So much fun, I teleported into another dimension. I entered the dog's arsehole. Fucking hell. Unfortunately, I couldn't find anything I liked on tap in this pub, so I just ordered a couple of bottles of chicken sandwiches and sat outside and enjoyed the view.
Wow. Brilliant. Yeah.
I could tell from my slurred speech and urine in my thong that it was a good time to put these coins in a zip compartment on my bag.